Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing good and thanks for your great support. Today we reached 80,000 followers on LinkedIn. If you're not following me on LinkedIn, please follow and I can post any job related information and I can post your profile if you are checking for a new job or if you're looking for any information. So you can tag me. Keep growing and keep helping each other. Today, the YouTube live is conducted to revise the videos of must-watch videos for all SAP consultants, irrespective of your module. All these videos will be helpful for you. I hope you can utilize and get some benefit out of this. This live will go for next 4 to 5 hours. I hope it will be helpful. If you feel it is useful, you can share with your friends. Let's revise and growing. Thank you.
Hi friends, good morning everyone. I hope all of you are doing good and safe. In this video, I'm going to explain what is the difference between SAP ECC Warehouse Management and SAP S4HANA Stockroom Management. We have a lot of confusion that SAP ECC WM will not be available after 2025. The people who have knowledge on WM will be completely vanish. That kind of questions I used to get, and even that assumption is available in many of you. What is this S4HANA Stockroom Management? Why SAP has introduced this S4HANA Stockroom Management since S4HANA 1909, although SAP's complete focus is on extended warehouse management. I analyzed few SAP notes and I read some articles from SAP and I prepared this video, I prepared this document and I'm making this video to give you the inputs and to clarify your open questions. I provided that SAP notes also, you can read more data I provided in this video, you can go through later. I tried to take some key points which I wanted to convey in a simple way about the difference between SAP Warehouse Management and SAP Stockroom Management. So we all know about SAP Warehouse Management, which is part of ECC 6.0, and SAP is not going to invest, and they have not invested in last few years also on SAP WM for any R&D. The complete focus on SAP Extended Warehouse Management. But what is this SAP Stockroom Management? See, SAP WM has been a component in ECC. As per the current plan, it will be end into December 2025. What about the customers of SAP WM who are going to migrate to S4HANA? They have one option. They have to migrate to SAP Extended Warehouse Management. Extended Warehouse Management is designed in a way for basic warehouses too. Any complex warehouses also can be handled with SAP EWM. But what are the thousands of customers who are currently using SAP WM, but they are not keen to upgrade to EWM? They don't want to implement EWM because the current WM solution is enough to run their warehouses, and they already made certain kind of customization. They are okay for that. So based on those concerns, it seems SAP has introduced SAP Stockroom Management specifically for SAP S4HANA, and it is available since S4HANA 1909. So now you can understand that purpose. All new customers, SAP is recommending to implement SAP EWM because their continuous R&D is happening, and there will be Fury apps and any other new technologies, or maybe integration with AI or IoT, any kind of new things will be provided for EWM because EWM is the main component for warehouse operations or warehouse solutions on S4HANA. So SAP is investing money on that to give better solutions to the customers. So all new customers, SAP is recommending to implement SAP Extended Warehouse Management. But for what about these thousands of customers who are currently using ECC WM and they are not interested to migrate to EWM because they don't want such kind of solutions, they are okay with the warehouse management. For those customers, stockroom management will be available, and which is available since 1909. SAP WM is being used to handle warehouses operations in ECC. Stockroom management is a specific SAP stockroom management is a specific offering for installed base customers to continue running their light warehouse management implementation in the context of SAP S4HANA beyond 2025. So after 2025, if any company who is using SAP WM, they want to migrate to S4HANA, but they don't want to implement EWM, for those customers, stockroom management is available with minimum effort to migrate because both are on same data model. There is one more difference. WM has functionalities like task and resource management and the warehouse control unit interface, value-added services, ad management, cross-docking, wave management. There are some solutions in warehouse management in ECC. Those are not part of stockroom management. But you can run inbound, outbound, and master data and internal warehouses. Whatever we have, the basic warehouse functionalities are available as part of stockroom management. So this is about the key differences between WM and stockroom management. So whoever experts or knowledge in SAP WM, you are going to work on S4HANA with the name of stockroom management. The transactions, the processes are quite similar. According to my analysis, it is almost same. So you don't have to worry about your warehouse management knowledge. So in the future, for WM consultants, there will be two types of modules can be available in the market, irrespective of any other solutions. There will be two modules will be there. One is S4HANA stockroom management. Another one is S4HANA extended warehouse management. Extended warehouse management will have continuous updates from SAP. The latest technologies, apps, or anything can be available. And EWM can provide solutions from the basic warehouses to complex warehouses. Stockroom management is mainly designed for the basic warehouses. So here you can see the statement. It is an ideal offering for companies that are using LEWM today and do not need to manage more complex warehouse processes. See, for these customers, those thousands of customers, to satisfy those thousands of customers, SAP has offered this stockroom management. You don't have to migrate to EWM if you don't want. You can use stockroom management, which is almost like WM. So your WM knowledge will not be wasted after 2025 also. But still, as part of warehouse consultants, we need to upgrade to EWM so that if there is an opportunity for stockroom management, yes, you can handle. If there is an opportunity for SAP EWM, yes, you can handle. So anyone can learn both WM and EWM to run your professional life in the warehouse design in the future. There are some common points just highlighted here. You can see in the left to right. So both components are built on the same data model. Both covers many of the same processes, but is targeted solely at basic warehouse processes. So both are focusing on the basic warehouse processes. If you want to have any complex warehouses, definitely have to go for customization. SAP is not going to invest anymore on both the modules. That is the key point. You need to understand that SAP is not going to release any new enhanced versions or new solutions for these things. Whatever existing available, you need to work on that. If you get any kind of new requirement, you have to work with a web and make it customized. In case of EWM, If there are solutions which needs frequently customization, SAP will consider those kind of requirements and they will release as a standard solution. You know, right? Every time how in ECC we are releasing EHP1, EHP2, EHP3, what things are coming? If there is a requirement from specific business and maybe 20% or 30% or 10% of customers are always implementing ABAP solutions, then they will highlight to SAP. So SAP will consider for that R&D and they will release in the next version or coming versions as a standard solutions. Now we are releasing this SAP S4HANA, PC 1909, 2020, 2021. So each version SAP is releasing certain kind of solutions as part of standard, which will help the business to avoid customization, to avoid additional efforts to spend with technical team. That solution as part of SAP standard, so it can be done with configuration itself. I read few SAP notes. I collected very few points, the key points which everyone needs to understand. You can also go through these, refer SAP notes. You can see at the right hand side. Okay, you can read these SAP notes for getting some more clarity. I hope you got an idea about the warehouse management and stockroom management. What are the differences and what is the future of WM consultants? What will happen for your WM knowledge? So your WM knowledge will not be wasted for next 10 years or 15 years, because stockroom management will take care about your WM knowledge. Whatever you gain, whatever you are doing today, that you are going to do on S4HANA, almost 90% or 95% same. But still, you need to upgrade to SAP EWM. So you will become EWM consultant or stockroom management and EWM consultant in the future. I hope my analysis and my efforts I'm able to convey. I hope I feel that I conveyed whatever the message I wanted to convey to all of you. If you like the video, hit the like button and keep sharing our videos with your SAP circle. Thank you. Hi everyone. Thanks for visiting our channel. If you came to our channel for the first time, click on subscribe button and keep sharing our videos with your SAP circle. In this podcast, I'm going to talk about a few things, what we generally listen rumors or misunderstandings and what are the truth. So different examples I'm going to give you. It's a generic talk based on the real incidents or real things. I hope it will be helpful for you. So first of all, I wanted to tell you during 2011. So 2011, I think 2008, I started my career as a production officer in Asian Paints, and I was working in color department, technique, color technology related things. When I was doing that role, and later I was thinking for a bank job, and later I thought to do MBA, but with this kind of introvert shyness kind of a role attitude, I may not be good. So multiple things I was checking. Finally, 2011 January, and I decided to learn SAP, which I was using as an end user. So when I was learning and it's going on, so we meet certain SAP people and all. One rumor, I think if I took that rumor as seriously and if I took to my heart or I took the decision, today I couldn't be talking like this with you. Definitely, because the rumor is like, so nowadays no SAP implementations. Most of the companies are already implemented SAP. Now only support projects are there. So support projects don't need too many people. 2-3 clients, maybe one person can handle, 1 or 2 people. If it is implementation, each client need 1 or 2 people. So number of people, they don't need more number of people. The current number of people are mostly enough, maybe a little bit. So already there are a lot of engineering, MCA, computer related students are there. You studied MSc chemistry, and even that is more difficult. Leave about the education and all, but the first thing I wanted to stress now. They used to say like most of the implementations are completed. Let's take logically. Okay. So what is the logical thing I wanted to highlight here? So they used to say like there are no implementations in coming days, so opportunities are less. Just take logically, every year hundreds of new companies will come. I'm not talking about IT companies, hundreds of manufacturing companies or service companies, few are kind of a courier, packaging companies, multiple different type of industries. Every year, hundreds of companies are going to come. In that, few will be successful and a few will be failed. And the successful companies will run their increasing their turnover. And if you people like us, if you start, maybe we start with 5 crore, 10 crore, 8 crore, kind of taking loan and this savings, everything you can start. But if you take some big companies like Reliance, Tata, or any other big companies, if they start new business, they start up with a big way. Like for example, they will at a time they will start in 20 cities or 15 cities, and their initial will be like they may keep it 5,000 crores or 10,000 crores, something they will invest and they start it. So every year there are hundreds of companies are coming. So those companies after 1 year, or 2 years, or 3 years, definitely they will think for an ERP system. I will definitely make a video. Why does a company need ERP? It can be SAP or something else. But what are the benefits with ERP to a company? Why do they need to go for that? So definitely I will make a video on that. So whenever you are getting every year hundreds of new companies, the first year, second year, third year, they are going to have ERP, they will come for implementation. So mostly they choose SAP or something else. But if they choose SAP, definitely the projects will come back. How can someone say that all implementation completed, no more implementations? That is their ignorance. But their ignorance, they are keeping on your head. If you take it as granted, then definitely you will end up with a failure. So how opportunities can come? If we are growing, opportunities will be growing. If all these, for example, 1,000 companies are started this year, in that maybe about 300 companies are not doing well, 700 companies, in that 3 to 300 highly successful, and 300 managing little with a little profit margin. There are 200 with somewhat okay, not much profit, not much loss kind of thing. So these 500 companies, a second year at least they will think for it, let's have an ERP to manage their business. So the 500 new implementations are going to come. The 500, they may think, you will go for thinking, they will see the budget and the cost. They will think, okay, we need 2 more years or 1 more year to implement. So after 2 years, those companies will come. But there are some 100 companies or 80 companies, they are very good. They are okay for the budget and they need immediate ERP because they're growing, the business is growing. So they need a system to manage their procurement, they manage their inventory, sales, everything. So how can someone say that no more implementation, all are implemented, so now only support? I used to hear this one from one person or 2 people. It was a bad rumor. Please never. Now also you may hear those kind of things. Now no more ECC, only S4HANA. Even S4HANA no implementation, just copy. So you may hear such kind of things. Please don't listen and understand the concept. Then you will yourself get idea that what is truth and what is rumor. That is about the opportunities. Same for S4HANA. Maybe institutes or anyone like S4HANA training when they publish that. You need to understand that still you need to do configuration with SPRO. And 80 to 90% of configuration with ECC and S4HANA is same. Only the front end, the theory apps, while creating the PO, while creating a purchase requisition, and while doing goods receipt, the user interface, the front end is changed. The fields are more or less similar. But user interface is changed. But back-end SPRO, define document type, maintain number ranges, all these things you will see pretty same. So everyone must upgrade to S4HANA, but you have to believe that your ECC knowledge is not going to be wasted. How will it be helpful? If you are going for a greenfield implementation, then like I mentioned that 70% of ECC knowledge will be useful in S4HANA. If you go for a brownfield implementation, without your ECC knowledge, you cannot do that project. Because in brownfield, the company is planning to use their existing functionalities, 80 to 90% the same. Only S4HANA is doing something miracle in that area. So that area they will drop and the existing interfaces or existing customization, they want to copy them. So in the brownfield implementation, without ECC knowledge and ECC experience, you will struggle to do that. So leave that rumor. ECC knowledge will be still helpful, and it will be helpful for your S4HANA learning, and also it will be helpful for you to do the migration project, any kind of brownfield implementations, or if you are doing any other kind of ECC support projects and all, will be still helpful. So opportunities, don't listen those things, still you learn it. But if you are taking time to get the job, please do something. Don't keep it like only I want to become directly SAP consultant. Take a role. If you get a purchasing admin or anything, work for 1 year or 2 years. Understand what is purchasing process, what are the different processes, what documents you are preparing, what documents you are sending to the vendor, and what documents you are receiving from the vendor during goods. An invoice, what details are captured in the invoice. In purchase order, what details are getting captured. What are the key information in a purchase order form. So all these things you can learn and understand it and do a certification. Try with your experience of 1 year or 2 years and with certification and get a job. So currently I have 11 years of SAP consulting experience and around 3.5 years of domain experience. Still my domain experience will play the key role in understanding the business requirements and in visualizing the business operations. Because I had seen the production and I had seen the procurement activities and inventory, how the stock is to come from the stores to our production area. So these are all areas definitely helpful, and always I can imagine in the products, recipe, BOM, and what is the reservation, why a department can create a reservation. All those things are always helpful. So if you work for 1 year or 2 years in a domain company, don't think that you are losing something. Definitely it will be helpful for you. Compared to a person who started directly as a SAP consultant, a person who worked for 1 or 2 years in industry or in service company or manufacturing company, anywhere, the difference will be there, and you will definitely see that impact also. Without understanding the business requirements and you can imagine it that if I provide a solution, it will be work like this. If I give a solution like this, so those kind of maturity levels and those things will be always helpful. Okay, so this is the way you don't hear any rumors. Just check any official website or get confirmed with your trainer or a mentor, or if you're in a YouTube channel, if you're watching it, put a comment. Okay, any such kind of wrong understanding. Okay, so financially don't make you pressure when you're trying for opportunities. Keep, whether you work in Zomato or anything, doesn't pay. If you go to foreign and there you work as a part-time, right? So why are you feeling shy to work in India? So do something, getting some 10,000 per your 10,000, 15,000 per your PG or basic expenses can be. You can focus on your preparation. Otherwise, you think more about I'm not getting job. And one more thing I wanted to highlight, I think I would have highlighted this one in different other videos. People say like, sir, no, not much calls and I'm preparing very well, but no calls. Then I ask them, okay, let me evaluate for 10-15 minutes. They don't even answer the basic questions because they're saying that I'm not practicing, no, I'm just preparing for interviews only, reading question answer. After getting job, I want to practice. It's really very bad because you have to learn first, you have to practice, you understand the concept, understand the business process, then prepare the interview questions and answers, then you ask someone for opportunity. You are not doing all those things. People don't practice English well, they don't practice PowerPoint or preparing a presentation. Sometimes I ask one or few of my close contacts who are frequently in touch and for any opportunities and all. So do you know PPT? I want to give some 2-3 things. Then say like, no sir, I didn't work on PPT. Okay, I will send them like, can you just make some document? I don't know. Even when they send the resume layout looks too odd. It looks like people, the basic things like I need to know at least MS Word to prepare my resume, to prepare some user manual, prepare some test case. PPT, I need to give a presentation to my client or to give a presentation to my manager. And sometimes in interviews and also, if you go to little high level or a few people, professors also, they will ask you that, can you give a written KT? So they will accept, like they will just explain you a concept They will ask you prepare some 4 slides, 3 slides PPT and explain it. Then if you don't have a PowerPoint skills, the basics we don't have to be too much animation and all those stuff. At least how to make a presentation with a good font and the color combination. Email they cannot write. Sometimes they say please find the attachment. They will miss the attachment and send the email, or else they don't know where to keep to whom they have to keep to and to whom they have to keep copy. So these kind of basic things, no, most of them not keeping focus and preparing question answer. You're not going for a competitive exam. Please remember that you're not going for a competitive exam just to give the question answer, got 81 marks, you got the job. You are going to do the consulting. You have to understand the business requirements. You say purchase requisition, they will say indent, or they will say some request form. So different words you are going to listen. You need to understand. You need to be in a position to ask the question to them. What is meant by indent? Then they will explain it. Okay, this is a purchase requisition. So if you don't know the business knowledge, business understanding, thinking about opportunities, but you are not doing your groundwork, what you're supposed to do, what you have to do first, you learn properly your module. Practice. Understand the business process. Why I'm doing this configuration. If I don't do, what will happen? If I do, what will happen? Question yourself. Do that one. Then prepare interview question just before interview, maybe 3 days before or 4 days before. Prepare interview question and answers. Revise how much you know. Question yourself. Okay, 10 questions I have seen. I know 7 questions, so I need to why the 3 questions I'm not able to answer. So question yourself. Prepare in that way. Practice. See the screen multiple times. You don't have to by heart your SPRO path. The SPRO path will come to your in front of your eyes. It will roam. If you see again and again. Like how if you watch a movie, how you remember, right? Yeah, are you preparing for remembering a movie? No, right? You can easily tell that. So watching again and again, definitely it will impact. Practice. If you get some issue, at least practice and check the settings, or check Google for the error and then practice and fix that issue. Nowadays people have become, it's like fashion. Just like fashion. Just you can put if you're in a Telegram group, what is this error? Can you answer it? Someone has to give answer ready-made. They cannot think. They cannot even analyze on their own. Just want to ask a question to someone, get the answer, apply, done. So these kind of attitudes will not give you long-term success. I might be talking little rude in few 3 points, but I'm considering like you are my students and you are my YouTube family. If I tell something strongly, if I offend 1 or 2 people, please forgive, but you have to understand the severity in your preparation. After doing all those things, I believe that 90% people will get something if I follow whatever I told. Without following, if you are preparing, then definitely it will take time for you to get the job, and also you will end up with a failure and complaining that no opportunities, all those stuff and all. So I hope these inputs definitely helpful for you. Please watch the video again and understand the inner meaning of my inputs and suggestions. I hope it will be helpful. All of us need to make our career better. If we are having good health and wealth, then we can do something for other people, either for our close family, parents, wife, kid and all, husband if you are a lady, then extended family, our siblings, then to our village or to our locality, to whoever, we can do all those things. If you have 100 rupees, you can easily think to help 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees. Already your purse has only 10 rupees, then someone is asking you, you even think to give 1 rupee also. Okay, so you can understand that if you are well, you have a good wealth, then only you can do more help. But of course, you should have intention. If you don't have intention, if you have 10 crores also, you cannot help. That is secondary. But if you are well, if you have good health, then you can learn more things and you can work on your life also, different passion things, or you can travel, or you can explore. A lot of things we can do if you are healthy. If your health is not good, you cannot do many things. So always take care about your health and wealth. So then your passion, career, role, position, whatever you are expecting, those things can happen. Good luck to all of you. I hope this video will be helpful to few of our YouTube family members. If you like our video, hit like button and keep sharing. Thank you. And you too. Can you upload S4HANA videos as ECC is going to be end by December 2020 or 2021? Okay, yes, everybody should upgrade to S4HANA. That's the change process. We have to adopt that. And even I'm also going to upload S4HANA videos maybe in a couple of months. But we should understand one thing, ECC is not going to end by December 2020 or December 2021. Okay, ECC will be there and SAP is going to provide official support till 2027. And also there are with some clauses, they're going to give extended support till 2027. Hi friends, I hope all of you are doing good. I'm trying this podcast today to explain about Grow with SAP. Sometimes I want to try without any presentation and just the voice, and we'll see. And mostly I will select the topics where we don't have to show any SAP screen or explaining certain things. I will try to utilize the podcast for those kind of concepts. If SAP has released anything, and we can definitely utilize that to explain and to give the importance whatever I get into the sources like from SAP official website or anything, I can just share it. What is Grow with SAP? And you would have heard this word in LinkedIn or any articles. So Grow with SAP is SAP's new offering for new customers and mid-sized companies to get started quickly and easily with SAP S4HANA. So especially the focus is on customers like new customers, mid-sized companies. Okay. So what exactly is happening here? Grow with SAP gives mid-sized companies the opportunity to quickly implement a cloud-based ERP. In addition to ERP software, the package also includes helpful services and knowledge resources for cloud implementation. What is this Grow with SAP? Grow with SAP, sometimes also called as SAP Grow, is a commercial bundle that was created specifically for medium-sized businesses. It helps the target group to benefit from the advantages of a cloud ERP system in a short time, first and foremost. These are speed, flexibility, predictable cost, the continuous provision of technical innovations and scalability. The cost effective and mid-sized companies can adopt it, and there are continuous innovations are happening in SAP for public cloud and the cloud SAP, so that there any kind of benefits or any kind of improvements, innovations will be applicable for all the customers who are getting and joining this Grow with SAP. Grow with SAP gives SMEs access to the extensive know-how that SAP has built up in projects with companies from a wide range of industries over the past 50 years. The software manufacturer has transferred this knowledge into pre-configured best practices that SMEs can adopt immediately thanks to Grow with SAP. At the same time, they gain access to the innovative technologies such as artificial intelligence and automation functions to quickly achieve measurement results. So mainly the latest technologies will be adopted, and like you mentioned earlier, that the last 50 years SAP has done multiple implementations. From those things, SAP is adopting the best practices and giving to all the customers in this Grow with SAP. And the latest technologies like artificial intelligence and automation functions to quickly achieve measurable results to the customers. Grow with SAP enables companies to achieve the goals like accelerate growth of the company, realize better adaptability to continuous economic, regulatory, and industry change, achieve enterprise-wide cost reduction, replace legacy systems that prevent achievement of current business objectives. So these are the benefits are going to come in Grow with SAP. Who is Grow with SAP offer aimed at? So like I mentioned that Grow with SAP is aimed primarily at mid-market companies that do not yet use an ERP system from SAP or planning to introduce ERP for a subsidiary. So mainly the new customers who didn't use or who are not using currently any ERP system, they're going to implement. For those are the main target. Okay. It is important to note that only a public cloud ERP is offered as part of SAP Grow. Details in the next session, like we can check in the next, can discuss about that one. And solutions of this type cannot be customized to the same extent as, for example, on-premise or private cloud editions. You can make changes, you can customize according to requirement. I'm going to make public cloud and private cloud difference presentation where you're going to see the screen. And this is like the podcast I'm planning to explain any kind of new things are coming from SAP and how we can make it. Grow with SAP is therefore particularly suitable for companies whose processes are not overly complex and specific. Because, like I mentioned earlier, that Grow with SAP mainly focuses on public cloud. So they cannot do any customization or highly kind of changes. Then they have to go for a private cloud or on-premise. So the Grow with SAP mainly focus on the public cloud, where the business practices and the best practices are going to be provided, and the companies mid-level or low mid-level companies who can adopt the solutions directly without any customization. That could be better. If they need any customization or mere changes, then they have to go for a private cloud or else on-premise. SAP has also created the Grow with SAP scale-up version specifically for fast-growing companies that want to scale quickly to IPO or expand internally. Here the focus is on scalability and speed. The first core processes can be implemented within 4 weeks. New customers, products and markets can then be added step by step without increasing complexity. So within 4 weeks the initial setup can be done, but these statements cannot be applicable for all kind of mid-level companies, and because the number of users, the number of branches, and what kind of operations they're going to do, and what are the level of different kind of users and new joinees and experienced one and the different departments. There are multiple things need to be considered, so that a generic statement SAP can say like within 4 weeks can be installed and all that can vary based on the business to business. What does the Grow with SAP bundle include? So we are talking about that a Grow with SAP is coming as a bundle, and what does exactly it include? The Grow with SAP bundle essentially consists of 3 modules. One is technological solutions like cloud ERP and other tools, services for rapid cloud ERP implementation and adoption services, knowledge and trainings. They're going to provide the documents, testing scripts or user manuals and test cases, what they have. Especially here, the benefit is the cloud ERP, the public cloud. Like I mentioned that customization is almost not possible, maybe little kind of a thing, but mostly according to my understanding, mostly customization is not possible. And you have to use the Fury apps on public cloud. So these so that the user manuals and all 90% is similar to everyone, it can be utilized. If you have a customization and the process wise or schemes wise, definitely there will be different kind of changes will be done. Okay. So now we are going to check it that what are the technological solutions? Okay, like I mentioned that the bundle contains the 3 things, the technological solutions, services for rapid cloud ERP implementation, knowledge and trainings. If you see what are contained in the technological solution, technologically Grow with SAP is based on the SAP S4HANA Cloud Public Edition. That is very important. So Grow with SAP is focusing on SAP S4HANA Cloud Public Edition and SAP Business Technology Platform. Nowadays we are hearing that SAP BTP. So that is the thing. So these technological solutions, public cloud, SAP S4HANA and SAP BTP, Business Technology Platform. The core system behind the SAP Grow is SAP S4HANA Cloud Public Edition. It means the public cloud variant of the latest SAP product generation S/4HANA. It is a largely standardized, pre-configured solution that is ready for immediate use. It brings the latest best practices for numerous industries and offers continuous innovations. With its feature set, SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition covers all essential processes in finance, sales, purchasing, manufacturing, supply chain, service, asset management, R&D, and engineering. In terms of core, companies can choose between the two RISE with SAP packages, base option and premium option. So we understand at the high level that Grow with SAP is focusing on the solutions of S/4HANA public cloud, which is pre-configured based on the different best practices, and you can directly utilize as it is without any customization. And also SAP B2P functionalities are going to be available in Grow with SAP. And also I was mentioning that SAP is continuously doing the product development for the public cloud, private cloud, and on-premises and S/4HANA. So any innovations or any kind of artificial intelligence or machine learning or any other tools they're going to adopt and including the solutions, those solutions will be used by the companies who are using the public cloud ERP. So in addition to that cloud ERP, customers also receive the business technology platform, SAP B2P. Okay, so SAP B2P is going to come in the bundle along with public cloud. This is an innovation platform that allows users to define their own processes and functions cloud natively beyond the S/4HANA cloud standard. Likewise, individual enterprise applications can be created, business pages designed, artificial intelligence based analysis built, and processes automated. The special feature, certain programming skills are not required for this, as the SAP business technology platform is based on the low code and no code approach. So one more good thing we are understood and we learned today, SAP B2P is not fully coding like a ABAP and what you are using the Fury apps design and all. It is like a low code and no code approach. So SAP B2P is going to give certain kind of changes you can do in S/4HANA beyond the S/4HANA cloud standard. At the same time, it will not have too much kind of a complex coding. That is a one good thing we are learning here. Licensing for SAP Grow is based on full user equivalence. So we are going to learn the one word called FUE. Okay, so B2P, SAP B2P, and FUE. FUE means full user equivalence. So the licensing will be based on the FUE. Here the FUE corresponds to the actual number of users who are allowed to access the specific solutions within the S/4HANA cloud. Furthermore, two different editions are provided. One is basic, another one is premium. The license rental always includes both the applicants and the underlying managed IT infrastructure. So here the licensing will be based on the how many number of users who are allowed to access the specific solutions, and also public cloud, the entire maintenance will be taken care by SAP, so that maintenance related charges also will be available. But it's not like on-premise how much they are going to pay. What are the services for rapid cloud ERP implementation? Okay, so the second in the bundle, the second one we are going to get is services for rapid cloud ERP implementation. In addition to the aforementioned technologies, SAP also provides a number of services in the Grow package that are intended to ensure particularly rapid implementation of the cloud ERP. Proven tools and methods, activation services as a package, and expert support through SAP Partner Network. So we have a SAP Partner Network, any kind of support will be provided. Companies receive ongoing support from experts, SAP partners, during implementation to help them realize the maximum potential of their new cloud solution and ensure a smooth rollout. The Grow bundle also includes some activation services, and SAP partners use these to implement pre-configured processes, achieve project goals, and generate added value within the shortest possible time. Time, efficiency, and pre-configured and pre-set of documents or methods or whatever the pre-configuration available in the system, that will save a lot of time. The final third bundle, knowledge and trainings. This third pillar of the Grow with SAP package offers companies access to the SAP community and to learning content that fits their individual needs. In the community, experts, SAP partners, and the SAP customers work together to find new solutions, clarify questions, and share knowledge. Grow customers also have access to the SAP Learning Platform. This platform offers continuing education and training courses for various target groups. Individual content on the subject of cloud ERP is taught in flexible digital learning formats. What makes Grow with SAP attractive for application companies? So mainly Grow with SAP is particularly attractive for new SAP customers with little need for customization who want to quickly introduce a high qualified cloud ERP system. This target group in particular benefits from the numerous predefined best practice processes that SAP Grow provides for different industries. Furthermore, the included cloud ERP scores with practical unlimited scalability. Companies can thus grow without restrictions, but without significantly increasing the complexity of their business processes and management. Thanks to the integrated innovation platform, SAP BTP, organizations also remain agile at all times, as changing requirements can be mapped quickly and flexibly by developers. Another advantage is the proven implementation methodology, which enables very fast and cost-effective implementation without unscheduled incidents. During subsequent operation, companies also benefit from the advantages of the SaaS model, including predictable and transparent costs, high security, uninterrupted operation, the guarantee of business continuity, and relief of internal IT resources. So you can say, like, we are talking about a lot of benefits. What are the disadvantages? One disadvantage is that SAP Grow only provides the public cloud version of S4HANA. This is highly standardized and therefore hardly suitable for companies that either operate in niche areas, have very specific processes, or subject to extraordinary legal regulations. Furthermore, it is currently still unclear whether and how a subsequent switch from Grow to a private or any other cloud can be realized. So the disadvantage wise, if a company needs a customization, more customization or moderate customization, it's not possible in public cloud. So Grow with SAP is suitable for only the standardized solution. And also there are no clarity that today I joined as a public cloud, and after 2 years I decided to go for a private cloud. How smooth it can transform from the public to private, it is not yet clear. But definitely SAP will work on that, because today my company's turnover is certain, let's take it certain something 50 million. And I took for public cloud as part my less business, and in 2-3 years I grow to 500 million. Then I want to go for a private cloud where I will have a customization, and also I will have a secure in the private, more secure in the private cloud, and all the facilities I'm going to adopt it. At that point of time, how companies can grow from public, move from public cloud to private cloud, SAP has to design the solution and the hurdles they need to take care. What are the differences to the RISE with SAP bundle? So what are the main differences to the RISE with SAP bundle? Grow with SAP and RISE with SAP are both commercial technology and service packages designed to help companies move to the S4HANA cloud. However, Grow focuses more on new customers, while RISE with SAP targets existing customers. Accordingly, RISE offers a range of additional services related to the migration and transformation of existing SAP systems. Grow services, on the other hand, are designed for the greenfield approach, because they are always focusing on the new customers, and RISE will be focusing on the existing customers. Another difference with Rise, the path can also lead to a private cloud, while Grow inevitably ends up in the public cloud. So now we have learned that what is the main difference between Grow with SAP and Rise with SAP. Grow with SAP focus on the new customers and restricted to public cloud, and Rise with SAP mostly focus on the existing customers, and Rise with SAP deal both public cloud and private cloud. That's the key differences. I hope in this podcast session, I try to explain and talk about the topic. And I want to say thanks to Mr. Thomas because I referred the content to read, and the credits to Thomas. And thanks for your time to prepare the content. And I just collected most of the information from your content. Thanks, and you can give your feedback about this kind of a session. Like I mentioned that wherever we need to see SPRO screen or SAP, those kind of things I won't include for the podcast because where we have to show the screen and explain it. But if any SAP new technologies or any information or SAP success stories or any kind of information, if you want to talk, I will definitely plan these kind of sessions. And thanks to everyone for your time. And if you want to read the data about this public cloud and the private cloud, Grow with SAP, Rise with SAP, definitely you can check the available SAP sources. Thanks to all of you for your time. See you in the next podcast. Thank you. Hi, good morning everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. If you came to our channel for the first time, click on the subscribe button and keep sharing our videos with your SAP circle. In this video, I'm going to explain you the difference between certification code TS450 versus TS452. Nowadays, I'm receiving multiple emails, which is better. Can I go for 452 or 450? Few people are suggesting 452 and few are suggesting 450. So I'm going to give some clarity according to my knowledge and what is given by SAP in their official website. So let's go to that website and where I can show you the exact difference and what SAP is recommending to go for, what kind of experience people should go for 450 and 452. Which should be done first and which should be done later if you are new to SAP. Let's go to that site. First we will see 452. The 452, the name is SAP Certified Application Associate, SAP S/4HANA Sourcing and Procurement. I want to focus on the description so that all the information is similar. You can see here, previous project experience is not necessary to write this exam. Okay, to pass this exam, no need to have a previous project experience. Even it mentioned one more thing. This certificate proves that the candidate has an overall understanding and can implement the knowledge practically in projects to contribute to the success of the planning and implementation phases in a mentored role. So the 452 system is, SAP is suggesting that previous project experience is not necessary and you can go through the content and prepare well and you need to complete the certification. Let's go to 450. The name itself you can clearly understand. SAP Certified Application Associate, SAP S/4HANA Sourcing and Procurement. Similar kind of a name. But here there is an additional sentence, upskilling for ERP experts. So 450 is suitable for people who have already experts in SAP MM, like SAP MM or WM, anyone who are already having experience in ERP. Like it can be other ERP also, but mostly we are talking about SAP to SAP. Let's focus on SAP MM or SAP SRM. If you have any experience having in any of these procurement inventory related modules, mostly the procurement related, you can choose TS 450. Let's read the sentence from SAP here. They all are similar. Previous project experience is not necessarily a prerequisite. However, previous knowledge about sourcing and procurement processes, SAP ERP is a benefit. Learners without any, you can see the statement, learners without any SAP ERP background knowledge are recommended to take the certification exam ES 452. So all the college out students and any domain employees, like you are working in procurement or you are working in stores or any different kind of domain, like an end user, or not even having any SAP experience, you are working on some different ERP, or you don't have any knowledge about SAP. So SAP recommends you to the certification of TS 452. So for all freshers without any SAP MM or WM or SRM or any kind of SAP ERP background, you go for TS 452. After you complete TS 452, and if you are working after 1 year or sometime, then you can plan for TS 450. So TS 452 for basic understanding, for easy understanding. So TS 452 is the smallest and TS 450 is the largest. That's what you can simple understanding. So for all freshers, domain employees, and who are going to start their SAP career as an S4HANA consultant, go for TS 452. But if you are having experience like an SAP MM, for all SAP MM consultants, WM consultants, SNC, SRM, Ariba, if you want to do S4HANA certification, compared to doing 452, please do 450. Okay. So remaining details and all you can see in SAP Learning, at SAP Training website. Okay. You can verify the respective details. You can go to Google and give training. You can give SAP training. Okay. And you can give SAP certification. That's good. That is better. So here you will get that website. You can search with TS 452. Okay. You can find the latest 2020. So 1901 is last year. You can select 2020. Currently, which is the latest one, which is available in SAP certification site. Let's see the presentation now. This is the course content for TS 452. You can see mostly the SAP ERP related or all the details we can see here. Source of supply, configuration, procurement, analytical. So this is the course content. Before you write an exam, you have to go through the course content in the website. When it comes to upskilling, TS 450, it will have some more into the procurement, consumption based. It is covering some of the SAP ERP related topics also. So 450 is for experienced SAP consultants and 452 is for the freshers who are coming from college or who are coming from a domain jobs. So those can go for 452. And for all experienced SAP consultants who have 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, any kind of experience, you can go for TS 450. So this is what given by SAP. I hope it's clear for you. If you came to our channel for the first time, click on the subscribe button and keep sharing our videos. Thanks for watching. morning friends. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to register for SAP certification. How you are going to register and how to do the payment. Those details I'm going to explain. Many of our subscribers are requesting that can you make a video about registration of certification. Especially that requests are coming from the people who have not started their SAP journey. So you come to Google and enter SAP certification. So here the site training.sap.com. Click on that. So you can see here training.sap.com certification. When you are opening this site for the first time, system will give a pop-up to select your country. You can choose your respective country. So based on that, the payment details and the price details are shown in the system. Then click on this button. For example, if you are not yet registered, you need to click on the register button and give your first name, last name, and your email ID, personal email ID, and the phone number, and set the password. Then click on register. Once the registration is completed, system may send you for a verification to your email. Once the verification is completed, you can come to this button and give the user ID or whatever the email ID you have given. Okay. Then password, you can input the password. What are the password you have set it right? The same password you can. See, now you have logged in with your details. If you come to the SAP certification and list of valid certifications, okay, come to this button, select list of valid certifications. System will show you the list of valid certifications. You can search based on their IDs. For example, if you want to write EWM or you want to write S4HANA procurement, anything. So if you remember the code, for all freshers who don't have any ERP experience, SAP experience, then they can select this code. Okay. You can see here the latest one, TS 4522020. 1919 was the earlier version, so you can choose the latest version 2020. If you're opening the same site for after a few months, you may see 2021. Okay, so you have to choose the latest version. Once you click on that certification name, what you are seeing here, you can see the details about the certification. What is the level, associate level, and 61% is the cutoff score. Duration is 180 minutes, and it is available in these many languages. Okay, and the number of questions are 80 questions. So 80 questions, and you need to get 61%. It means you need to get around 49 marks. If you get 49 marks, you can clear the examination. There are sample questions also, you can see here. Sample questions, once I click on the view more, system is showing you the sample questions. You can see that you can see the SAP education. Click on the 15-minute sample exam also, you can see this. There are some questions are given and you can practice it. Okay, you can utilize this option to give a sample test when you wanted to verify your knowledge after you prepare some time, and you can check it. Or initially also you can check it to know what kind of questions are going to be asked. So you can read about the description, notes, and when you're writing the exam, and you should select a peaceful place and where there is no disturbance and proper internet is available and no disturbance from the kids or anybody, and check your internet properly available. And if it is a broadband, if you have any power related, ensure that power is available. Otherwise, you should have a proper backup. Okay, so you have to, because you are going to prepare and you are going to spend this much money for that exam, so that 180 minutes, is precious for you. So you should plan carefully, and you should not open any other tabs for searching in Google for answers. Don't do such kind of mistakes. Okay, any mistake, any small mistakes, any ignorant activities can cause you huge. And the topic areas you can see here: procurement more than 12% will come, and configuration of purchasing more than 12%, universal certification 8 to 12%. You can plan accordingly in which area I'm getting most of the questions. So you need 49 marks, you need 61%. So 61%, which areas occupying maximum percentage, and you have to plan your preparation accordingly. Okay, so at least you have to cover the 80% well, and then 20% you have to brush up, so that you will have a maximum percentage of success rate. So this is about the syllabus and exam preparation and all. You can see other links for any kind of additional guidelines. You can see on the right hand side there are two options are available. One option is 6 attempts and second option is 1 attempt. What is the 6 attempts? For example, you can write the same certification exam. For the first time you failed, you can write again for second time, you can write again for third time. So you can try till 3 times, you can try until you pass the exam. And if you finish for the first time itself, you can write one more examination. Like that, if you are clearing each certification exam for the first attempt, you can clear So we have two options here in the right hand side. One is 6 attempts, second one is 1 attempt. If you are going with this CER 006, you are going to get 6 attempts. So for example, first attempt you failed, then you can write second or third. Maximum 3 times you can try for single exam, and second exam also you can go and write it. For example, if you are clearing the exam for the first attempt itself, you are going to have 5 more exams you can write it. So total 6 exams you can write, 6 attempts you can write, and specific exam maximum 3 attempts. Fail for the first time, you can write for second time. Fail for second time, you can write for third time. Okay, that's what the meaning. And you can write multiple exams in the 1 year of time. For example, you don't have that much budget and you wanted to prepare very well and you want to clear the respective exam for the first attempt itself. So then you can go for 1 attempt. Here you can see that less budget, you can have around 21,000, we'll see after GST. So you will have less expenses, but you should prepare very well and you don't have a second option. If you want to go for second attempt, again you have to pay for that 21,000 whatever, you are going to get the final price. So you need to think and decide it. And people who are mainly thinking for the financial, trying for the job and you don't have any employment, those I can suggest to go for this 1 attempt. Give your heart and give maximum time to prepare with the SAP standard materials and sample questions and understand that concepts, and then you practice the questions. Don't go for directly practice the questions. It may give you the result positive, but when you go for interview, you will fail. So understand and then practice the questions. Without practicing questions, I never suggest anyone to go for certification exam. You have to practice questions, but before that you need to read theory for at least 4 or 5 times. Okay, now we are going to click on the add to basket. Okay. Okay. So this is the home screen, you will get like this, and 2 add to baskets are available for both of them. Okay. So you are going to select the, for example, 1 attempt. Click on add to basket. then click on proceed to last step. It's like normal or how you buy in any shopping sites. If you have any kind of campaign code, sometimes you may see in SAP websites or any Facebook, any kind of places, if you get any proper campaign code, you can try that. Okay, then it may give you a little bit discount. Proceed to checkout. See here, after taxes, the final price is 20,386.86 paisa. So this is what the final thing. And here the company booking, here you have to select your I'm self-employed. Okay, you have to select this option self-employed. And the billing address, you need to enter your address. I gave some sample address here. You need to give the street number, street name, whatever the details. It should be self-employed. Okay, once you give all the details, click on save. Okay. Then system will take you to the next step called review your payment method. Okay, the details are available. See here, how do you want to pay? You want to pay with any invoice or credit card, okay, or if you have any other preferred card number. So the credit card details, you need to provide it and pay. So once you click on that payment, once you enter the details and can complete the payment, then click on continue. So you will get a confirmation that you have registered for the, first of all, you have enrolled for that certification program, and later, once you get that completion, whenever you are ready, after you have prepared well, then you go to the website and verify for that certification registration. And if you have any queries, you can see that option here, chart now. Okay, you can utilize this option to ask them, I have paid for the amount, this is my user ID. Okay, I'm not able to find any option, or if you have any questions or if you have any concerns, you need to make it. So while putting for the exam, you have to select the proper time zone, and you need to give that, because based on the time zone, you can allocate, for example, 3 hours of time you have to